Yo, what up? It's Beyond the Road podcast. It's Kwame, aka Imran Man, kicking it with Zoe.
What's up,
What up, bro?
guys? Bro, we gotta talk about this weekend, man. My heart broke into a million pieces after that last fight with Oliver and Topuria.
What was your reaction, man? What was it like?
Um, I was on the phone with my bro, and we're like FaceTiming each other. The main event was about to start. I was hyped up. But he was like a second or two ahead. Like his stream was like a little ahead of mine, so I'm like, I was getting his reactions before I saw it on my screen,
hmm
and I think we all knew that Topuria has this knockout power, right? He's knocked out Volk, he's knocked out Max Holloway. You didn't. I mean, for me, I didn't want to see Oliveira go out like that. I wanted him to put more of a fight, at least get Topuria out to like the third round, maybe. But we all kind of knew in the back of our minds like this could probably happen. And 2 minutes in, bro, I mean, Charles Oliveira had this like leg lock. It didn't look too dangerous. Even watching it back, Topuria had really good defense, moving his leg out the way, angling his ankle out. But once he stood back up, Topuria hit this like mean combo, strike to the body, 1-2, and then two strikes. On top of that, when he's freaking lifeless on the mat, I think it was so messed up. Just seeing his like face, Charles's face, like in the camera, like lifeless, like right after, bro. It broke my heart, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, Topuria, he is that guy though. I can't take it away from him. He everything he says, he does, and he's still continuing to do so. So, I'm not sure what's next for him, but how was it for you? What was your personal experience with the fight?
You know, I already knew, I knew it was gonna happen, bro. Like, deep down, I was like, yeah, he's gonna get knocked out. I thought it was gonna go at least a little bit into the second round. But yeah, man, just seeing his light shut out like that was surreal, man. I was like, damn, I didn't know he was gonna get like KO just like that, and the way he fell. I was like, God damn, he just looked like a rag doll, bro. Like I was like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, man, you know, like I came to peace with it like a few days before, so I was like, all right, probably gonna get fucking KO'd. And I was like, there's no way he's not, because it's just like once Topuria he lands that shot on your chin, dude, it's just like lights out. Like he just, I don't know if it's like it's like a lot of power, but also just like precision, and it's just nobody could take it, man. It's just everyone's going out, so he's just gonna be on this run. So the only way to beat him is to hit him on the chin first. You know what I mean? I
True.
don't think anybody can take that to the dome, bro. I mean, Patty jumped in there and he wants the title, shot next, but it ain't. I don't even think he's next. I don't know. We got to see what Dana White says, what the fans want. Um, I'm unsure who's next. Really, do you have an idea like what
It just
who's
seemed like
next up or?
Dana White was upset that Joe Rogan invited Patty to go inside
Mm,
the octagon. Said that wouldn't happen if he was there, which I think Dana should be there. I don't know why he's just dipping right after a fight. Not even,
yeah,
I think it's just weird. I mean, he's promoting all this boxing stuff, Canelo Crawford. It doesn't seem like he's 100% behind the business. I think a lot of the UFC fans are kind of behind that, or it's just like Dana White just hasn't really been there when it comes to like promoting the fights like they should, building the fights up. But honestly, I think they, I've been listening to some MMA Guru. I've been listening to MMA Guru and Mighty Cast, Mighty Guru MMA podcast. And they were talking about how Topuria is probably going to have some time off. They're probably going to have like a title elimination fight with Armin or Armin and Gaethje or Armin and Patty, and
okay,
have a winner to get in there, because Armin Sarukian apparently didn't make weight for that UFC card earlier this year. Like, it was the back
okay,
issue that was
the back.
announced. So they just lied to us, and then saying that Armin hurt his back, and there was this
Uh,
thing that happened that night. I watched the whole podcast. I heard hearing Armin talking about his back hurt this night. So this fool just lied
I
the whole
remember.
time. And
So he
just
lied.
yeah, he just lied, and he didn't make weight apparently, and that's the reason. So he was the backup for this fight with Charles and Ilya. So he made weight. So it seems like he's like in a better place for that title shot. But there probably is going to be a fight with Armin and somebody else next, and then the winner of that gets to fight Ilya. But um, Ilya's just
Mm,
looking super dangerous,
okay.
bro. Ilya wants to fight in Spain. Ilya just wants the biggest fight possible. He wants to fight legends. It doesn't seem like he wants to fight Gaethje. There's just really not a lot of people who bring in that name right now. I think they do have to build someone up. There's someone's like taking all
Mhm.
these guys out, and then just like, oh, this guy wants Ilya next. So I'm probably.
How
I was just saying,
slow,
there's
but
probably
like,
gonna be some time off. I think for
mhm.
Ilya, and probably have a fight in between.
Yeah, man. I don't know, like Patty would be a dope fight. It seems like Ilya was interested in that, right? He's like, let's go. I think that Patty brings the show, right?
He
I mean,
does.
it would be a fun lead up to the fight. Good promo. Gaethje, he's kind of like Mater, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he
this guy
is.
gets down, but he's like a Flintstone, Fred Flintstone, fucking caveman,
Yeah,
simple
it's true.
lifestyle. It's kind of boring to be honest with you, but this guy bangs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he does for
But
sure.
he even said it. He lives like a normal life. Like he's just kind of like low key. I think he lives in Colorado. Patty's always talking shit, choking fools out in the
Patty's in his
gym.
head, bro. Patty's
Yeah.
definitely in Ilya's head. They have beef that goes way back, throwing hand sanitizer bottles at each other. Like they at that press conference, like I've been seeing clips, and plus
Oh shit.
that clip of Patty going in facing off with Ilya has gone like viral.
Damn.
So I think I don't know. It just seems like Dana's not behind it.
Well, maybe he thinks that Patty's a dangerous fight for Ilya. To be honest with you, he's like, shit. Maybe maybe he's trying to like kind of not really, I mean, protect Ilya a little bit, or make him like, I don't know. So maybe that's the most dangerous fight for him is Patty over Gaethje. I mean, Gaethje's chin is sus, bro. Max Holloway fucking KO'd him or whatever. But how
Yeah,
often does Max fucking KO people, bro? Like he's known for having like just the light hands. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I feel like Gaethje's going out in the first round too, bro.
yeah.
That like I already prize picked that shit, dog. Under nine.
109
But
minutes. Other favorite fight would be Joshua Van and Brandon Royval, bro. Went the whole 3 rounds. I would love to see that 5 round fight. Joshua Van is now pretty much just gonna have a title shot right away, right straight to Pantoja. He jumped the line over Moreno, kind of just going straight to the title. He fought 3 weeks ago, and apparently he fought with a broken toe as well. That fight was an
mm,
absolute scrap. Royval, he's a beast. He didn't give up, not until the very end, bro. It went all the way to the very end. I think Joshua Van won with that last 10 seconds, and I think that's how close the fight was. That it really went all the way to the very end.
yeah.
That's a fight that stuck out to me. But
Yeah, that was a banger. That weight class, what is it? What is that? 135
flyweight
or
125.
125? Yeah. So, flyweight are usually kind of like boring to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. Not a big fan of the flyweight division. But Pandoja, he's just been beating everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. This hasn't been really like competitive, I think, that much. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of that other guy, Royal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's like the way he disrespected Aldo, and I don't know, I don't really like that guy. But this
Mm-hmm.
new guy coming up, what's his name, Van or
Yeah,
whatever?
Joshua Van. Mm-hmm.
He's pretty dope, dude. That was a sick ass fight. That was probably one of the best fights I've seen all year. I mean, I was like, what the fuck? They're just punching each other in the head. I mean, you
Yeah,
can say it's bad defense. I mean, it was kind of like it's kind of like a Nate Diaz type of fight.
it
Nate
was.
Diaz, they're just fucking taking shots to the head, just scrapping, bro. So that's exciting. People want to see that. So they need to just keep running that shit back, man. 5 rounds. I think it broke all kind of striking records, um, fucking CTE records, all kind of shit, bro.
Everything.
Yeah. But exciting. Yeah, I don't know. Those are like the only two real fights I was paying attention to. I
Mm.
know Talbot fought too, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't get to see that.
that was a
Talk
good
about
fight.
that.
That was a good fight. Talbot, he kind of got owned his last fight with Jaime Barcelos when it comes to wrestling. Like big hole. It was a big hole in his game, and he seemed like he patched that right up. Like this guy had the same kind of similar game plan. Lima was trying to take him down. I believe like he defended like 13 out of like 17 takedowns. Like he reversed. So you could see that he worked a ton on his takedown defense. He was able to, be confident. It wasn't like the most like dominating fight, but like he clearly won rounds 2 and 3, I believe. So it was just a good fight for Payne Talbot to come back. He called out Yanez, which is like he's a American, a Mexican American fighter. I think his record's really good. So I think that would be a good matchup. I think he's a stand-up fighter as well. Like you said with Joshua Van and Royval,
Hmm.
it was really a boxing. It was really a boxing match, or like there was some kicks involved, but there was no takedowns. But for Van, I think that he's gonna have to work a ton on his jujitsu for Pantoja, because Pantoja just locks up this body triangle, and he just tires the guys out. And then once they go back to the feet, they're just not the same fighter they were before they were standing. So I think Pantoja does a good job of wearing the guys down with all the submissions, submission offense, and then once they get back to the feet, like it's not the same.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's just my take on it. But
Sure.
Moicano fought as well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
saw
Sorry.
that.
Yeah.
No, you saw that one.
Darius. Yeah. Interesting fight. I feel like Moicano had that first round, right? I thought he was gonna end it. Dariush
Yeah,
recovered and then just dominated after that. Just wrestled and had some good positions. Crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, Moicano got gassed out, and it's a lot of wrestling, bro. That shit was crazy.
it was a lot of counter wrestling, and it just seemed like the second round really just took out the wind out of Moicano. Even at the end, when he needed to push, he needed to kill Dariush. Like his
Hmm.
hand, he was just standing there at the end. He had
Yeah.
no gas. So it's like, damn. I thought there was a lot more momentum, but going Moicano's way, but it was just wasn't enough. So I think he has some work to do, but we'll see, because I think he's like 36 years old, same age as Dariush.
Mm, okay.
Could potentially kind of see one of those guys go to Oliveira. I kind of want to go into like matchmaking. Who do you think will be good matchups for so the winners and losers? You know, like who do you think Oliveira could fight next to bounce back?
Jeez. Shit. You said Moicano versus Oliveira?
Him or
That would be
Dariush?
cool. That's a,
Dariush already
or
fought
dare you
Oliveira.
give him Dariush? They did. It would happen.
I think that would be a good match, just because going out like that, I'm sure there's going to be a long time off, kind of like how Gaethje took a bunch of time off after that Max Holloway fight. I think it's just, I don't know, like going against Topuria for the title. You're just so close to getting it back, and then you kind of have to get knocked out like that. Just like sets everything back. So I'm kind of curious on where Charles is gonna kind of take his career next. Um, but yeah, like I was devastated, bro. I was like, after the fight, I woke up the next morning. I'm tossing and turning in the bed. I'm like, bro, did this happen? Did that happen that way? It felt like I was in a damn dream, bro. And I'm like, freaking, oh, dude, I'm still not over it. I won't be over it, bro. Especially seeing all the memes and stuff, like seeing all the clips online. I was
Yeah.
just, plus, my friend was going for Topuria the whole time too. And it was just like, oh, bro, come on. And then,
Oh, so Topuria's got fans now, huh?
oh yeah, they're
Like,
coming out
oh,
everywhere, bro. Right?
wow.
Topuria's got a bunch of fans. Everybody. I mean, to me,
Okay.
it seemed like
No, no, that's cool.
that fight was just very popular, bro. I feel like maybe it was just my Instagram feed, but like everybody was posting about the UFC fight, the Oliver and Charles.
No, it's popular. I was actually, some people were talking to me about work. They're like, oh, Topuria, but I don't know. More people are going more towards Charles Oliveira though, bro. Like,
Mm, for sure in the arena. There was I know the homie Chris that trains with us.
mhm.
He went to the fight, so I definitely want to ask him a few questions.
Oh shit, he did. All
Yeah,
right.
he did.
Wait, which Chris? Fucking.
Ready, Chris.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he
Okay.
went.
Didn't he meet Tackett or one of those
Yeah, he
guys?
did. He did.
Oh, true.
There was a convention out there in Vegas where they had a bunch of fighters and stuff
Mm.
like that. Hopefully next year we could go to something like that.
Oh, it's International Fight Week, right?
Yeah, International Fight Week. They had a convention in Vegas, and they had the whole UFC BJJ Bowl. They need to change the name of the bowl, bro, because that doesn't sound scary at all. The bowl, but
Nah, it doesn't.
so
So they didn't even update
the rankings,
the ranking, the title. Where's Ilioptero? He's not on here, bro.
lightweight.
He's not even there. It's still
Oh
Islam.
wow, they still have Islam on there. What the hell?
I'm liking it.
Damn, that's they're liking it bad.
All right, so
Hold
who can Oliveira go against, bro? Fucking Patty?
It's a
That's
tough
a tough
fight.
fight.
That's
That's a
tough.
tough
Yeah.
fight. Ah.
I don't know, bro. Like it's tough. Like who can he really fight, bro? Like
So it's like, how could you give Dariush
I think you
Oliveira
give
fight
Oliveira
before
like
Patty?
a grappler. I think you give him a grappler because if you put Oliveira against Gaethje or something like that, bro, like you just want Oliveira to get pieced up again. But
So
I
like
don't
a
know. We'll
new
see.
up and coming kind of guy. I
Maybe
don't know.
I think that Joel Alvarez guy on the very bottom. I think he just went to. I think he's like a grappler. I think he's from Spain, but he might have changed divisions. I'm surprised they haven't updated this stuff though. I mean, this is
That's
their job. You
crazy,
know what I
bro.
mean? So it's crazy. But
So yeah, I mean, if Oliveira's cool with that, or if Oliveira wants the toughest fights, like who knows? You know, he might be like, nah, I want the fucking. I ain't gonna fight this rank 15.
yeah,
Who knows? Who knows? Even
uh,
more so, who the fuck is Jamal Hill gonna fight now, bro?
that's a great question, bro. You
They should
know,
give him fucking let me see here. Dominic Reyes or some shit. I don't know.
nah, he would get killed against Dominic
Yeah, he
Reyes,
would,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Jamal Hill has never shot a takedown before, bro.
No, he doesn't. He just
Him
those
that fight with him and Roundtree, they're like, oh, neither of these guys have landed a takedown. I'm like, what? What's going on? How could you never land a takedown in your
um
career? That's crazy.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's next for Jamal Hill, bro. Because I mean, he's good at trash talking. I give him that, but like, it's just there's just so much like things that went wrong for him the past like 3 fights. Like, he's he's been losing back to back. And I like
So
Jamal Hill.
who's gonna Islam's gonna fight who then now?
I think he's gonna fight JDM. So he moved up to welterweight.
Welterweight. Okay.
So
That,
I think
that
he's gonna fight him.
that'd be cool.
Who would you have for Islam and Topuria? Because I feel like that is the most even matchup for Topuria. I think that's the one that would give him the biggest trouble. I think JDM's cold, but Islam has that championship experience. You know, I feel like he's definitely a different level than JDM.
Islam versus JDM, who would win? Is that what you're saying?
Islam versus Topuria if they were
Oh,
to fight.
Topuria. Ah, damn. I would say Islam would be able to control Topuria on the ground just because I feel like Islam is just strong as fuck. You can take him down and hold him. That's the difference between him and
Mm.
Oliveira. Like Islam can take you down, just hold you there,
Hmm.
and just wear you out. I'll be betting on Islam.
I would
I think
rather
he
see
can
that
do it,
fight.
dude.
I think so too. Honestly, I think Islam could take Topuria to like round 4 or 5. And when Topuria fought Jai Herbert, he got rocked, he got head kicked, and then Topuria was like wearing down a little bit. Like you could see in his body language that he's
I seen
beatable.
that.
But
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like the way that he trains, the way his Topuria has his mindset now to like manifesting all of his wins and being ready for whatever. It's just it really shows. And I want that. I want to hate the guy. For knocking out Oliveira like that, but at the same time, it's like you got to, bro's really done a lot in a
You gotta
short amount of
recognize
time.
it. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta recognize it. Yep. He's a double champ, dude. He's up there with John Jones, all these fucking who else had fucking two belts?
Cejudo, Mighty Mouse, Dominic
Nunes,
Reyes, yeah, Nunez. They just posted a picture on it.
McGregor, McGregor too,
DC,
right?
yep, DC, McGregor.
Yeah,
There's
man.
there's a lot of legends out there, bro, and I think Ilya's really trying to solidify his legacy. And his son's out there too, like shadow boxing. His son looks like he's ready to fight too, and it's just like, bro, we're
I
gonna have
think
to.
he is.
That's crazy. That's just like, learning the mannerisms from his dad. It's like, yep, this guy already. There's potential for this guy to be huge, and he's only I don't even know how old he is. He's like probably like 5 or something. Like it's
Damn.
crazy. So I think
What about?
what's up?
I was say no, no. Go ahead, go ahead.
I just think that it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. For Topuria, if he could keep this up, I don't know how long he could keep this up, just freaking knocking out every superhero in the UFC rankings, bro. Literally back to back, Volk, Max, Charles. Like this fool's gathering all the Infinity Stones, and I don't know what's gonna happen when he gets that whole glove filled, bro. No idea.
They'll figure him out. I think so, man. But it's gonna take Islam. But shit, I don't really know. Shit, you know what, Patty? Damn, that's gonna be a good fight, man.
Yeah, I think Patty could get into Topuria's head like emotionally, and maybe get Topuria to fight because Topuria's really patient. If you look at his fights, he's very active. He's aggressive, but at the same time he like picks his shots perfectly. But if Patty could get inside his head and he starts talking some trash like what's his name, Kevin Holland in his last fight, maybe we could see a different side. I mean, you saw Topuria push Patty in the like after he called him short, like that got him mad. And then maybe you get to see a different side of Topuria inside the octagon. But uh,
Yeah.
that fool's dangerous, bro. Patty, has great submissions, but at the same time, Topuria, all his fights before the UFC were submission wins.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take him down. I mean, it's kind of like McGregor. Like you gotta be able to take that dude down, get him in the later rounds, um, and just look out for those fucking hooks.
Hmm.
So whoever can get deep into the fifth round, fourth or fifth round, so like the first two rounds, Illy's gonna be fucking dangerous, bro. So I mean, just to avoid those shots, shoot some takedowns, clinch, a lot of clinch work, and just like press them against that cage, and keep pushing them, like kind of like almost like a Marab type of deal, just keep rushing them for takedowns, just constantly making them work, making them work.
Yeah,
So I think that's why I think Islam can do that, but I don't know. I don't think anyone else can do that in that division, bro. I mean, to be honest with you, it's gonna be,
true.
you know what I mean? Like, who can shoot that many takedowns? Who's not gonna get tired? But yeah, shooting takedowns, clinch. Islam will shoot a clinch.
Hmm.
Fucking throw a darts on them late. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the only way. I mean, you can't beat this guy in box, and no one really can match his hands in
No.
sight in any of these divisions. I don't really see that happening.
Mm,
So
no.
he's kind of like Connor right now. When Connor was on top, Connor was just fucking people up.
I
You know.
think Ilya has that Chama aura, bro. When he was walking out to his song, and he kind of had like this little he had this little intro to it. I don't know if you heard the walkout, but it was kind of scary the way he was like the walkout before the music started playing.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, I was like, yeah, this guy definitely has that Alex Pereira aura before he lost. Um, but we really haven't heard anything from Alex Pereira, bro. It's like seems like all the fans just kind of just left him, which I feel like is kind of dirty after one loss, with Alex Pereira because we haven't heard any fight news from him. He was super active as champion, but who knows? Like if Topuria loses, like is all this hype just gonna go away? I feel like that could happen if Alex had that aura and he just lost it. It's just like it's crazy how vicious this like cycle of the UFC game is. Like you're on top of the top, and then you go all the way to the bottom, and it depends on how they bounce back. Like I hope Oliveira bounces back, but just seeing him walk back out of the cage, just walking in the arena, it was just like, damn, like that's not the same Oliveira that walked out a different guy.
Yeah, it's tough. And then he just went to go eat some of that pasta or whatever.
It was like Olive Garden or something. I saw it in the story.
I
Get
was
some
like,
soup.
fuck. Yeah, tough. But yeah, man, Pereira lost too, dog. Shit, it's been crazy. I kind of forgot about that. I was like, damn, Pereira fucking lost, bro.
Yeah, it's
I don't
wild
know.
just to see that. But I don't know. What do you think about this Hamza and Dricus fight? It's getting a little closer. It's that one's gonna be close too. I think.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's gonna be a banger. Um, it's like I feel like I haven't seen Hasman fight in a while, bro. Like to be honest with you,
Well,
I don't even remember
I think it was
the last
against
fight.
Usman. Maybe it was a long time ago.
That's a if it was Usman, that was a long time ago, bro. That's forever. Usman even fought again, bro. Like before him.
Yeah,
That's crazy to me.
that's
That's
true.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. I'm thinking Drake is gonna win, bro. Like, I just feel like he has more aura. He's been in the ring more.
Hmm.
Um, he just looks more powerful. We'll see, dude. I don't fucking know, man. Like, I don't know what Hasman's been doing. Like,
It was against Whitaker, his last fight. My bad. When he broke his
oh,
teeth, when he
Whitaker.
broke his jaw.
Oh
Or,
shit, that
yeah,
was fucking dope. Yeah,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. I forgot about
No, it was
that.
my fault. That was my fault. I thought it was against. It has been a long time. It's been. It was October of 2024. So, um,
That's still wow. Yeah,
so that yeah. I mean,
it's been a little minute, but shit. He's not gonna be able to do that to fucking Drakus. I think. I don't think so, bro. But it's gonna go deep into the rounds. I think it could go to decision. Shit.
I heard someone say like, "Yo, Drickus is the only guy to beat Hamzat, and Hamzat's like the only guy to beat Drickus." Like, I feel like that makes sense. Like their styles are almost completely opposite. I don't even think Drickus personally has like a style. I mean, it's just like Drickus style. You
It's
don't.
wild.
It's like wild, unorthodox. Chimaev, I'm sure he's like known to train against like people who are like fundamental. They do things a certain way. They wrestle against him. But I think Hamza's gonna have to like go out of his bag to kind of just figure out Drickus, and that might be tough trying to figure him out. But you know, if Drickus gets taken down, I still think that the scrambles will be crazy. This might be one of the most entertaining fights of the year,
Yep.
just because you really don't even know. I think both of these guys really want to go kill the other person. Like these guys'
Hmm.
mentality, like what Hamza, he's like, I kill everybody, I kill
Yeah.
everyone, and then Drickus is like, I'll kill you in front of your family. So it's like, damn,
Yeah.
like this is some crazy stuff gonna happen right here. I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it, but I think the true UFC fans know that this one's special.
Yeah.
Um,
That's gonna be a banger. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was coming up
yeah,
this year. I didn't even. Let's look. Yeah. Let's kind of just look down the line real quick.
let's check it out. Check it out. They got some good fights like Holloway and Dustin.
That's gonna be dope. That's Dustin's last fight.
Yep.
So yeah, it's gonna be tough. See him go, man. It's for the BMF.
Yep, BMF title. Holloway's
That's
like
cool.
he took my undefeated record and he took my 13 fight win streak and he's like I'm gonna take Dustin's retirement fight, which is kind of cold.
Damn.
That's like
That's
damn,
cool. That's
that's pretty cold.
got Whitaker and the Ritter.
It'll be a good one.
Albazi. You think that's be good? Yeah, yeah.
I
I
think
don't
it'll
know.
be good. I think Whitaker and DeRitter would be good. You know, Whitaker is coming back from that Chimaev loss. DeRitter just had a great win against Bo Nickel, so I feel like the matchmaking has been kind of eh. The last like few events, like I feel like they definitely could have had something better for what was it his name, Peter Yan. Definitely could
Mm.
have gave him a better matchup for in the bantamweight division. But you know, there's a bunch of this could have happened, but I think some of these matchups are really good.
Fight nerds. Brahalo.
Yeah,
Brahalo.
Heitlo,
Brahalo.
I think I
Getting
don't
a
even know
fight
his last.
night.
Yeah, that's the guy who beat Izzy Imavov.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, Lopez versus Silva.
Lopez versus Silva.
That was recently
That's gonna be
announced as
dope.
well. That's gonna be in Texas, I believe.
Crazy.
So seems like in October there's gonna be another event that's not UFC 320 is gonna be in Las Vegas. I really want to go to my first UFC fight, bro. I really want
You
to
should
check
do it.
check one out, bro. Just gotta start saving
You should
up
do
because
it.
these tickets
I
are
know, yeah.
insane, man. They're
Yeah.
insane. It's like gotta get a loan or something, you know?
Who could? Yeah, you gotta get fucking loan payments on these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
payment plan.
Serious.
No, for real. I'm not even joking. Like that's
No,
probably
serious. Literally. Yeah.
yeah. It's I don't know. I do you think like the UFC could like fix that or is it just all it's gonna get worse?
The only way they can fix it is if they start doing like more events, maybe. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
if they
I
had
think.
more events, more opportunities to get paid, they
Hmm.
can lower it a little bit.
Yeah.
More fighters, higher quality fighters.
Hmm.
You know, Maybe I don't know. I think so.
I
One
think
day
that
it'll be
could,
like the NBA. There'll be fights every fucking two a week, two
yeah.
events a week or some shit. Who knows who's gonna fight in October, dog? I don't even know, man.
What,
Is Pereira gonna fight again? I don't know.
would you say, like, as a UFC fan, do you think the UFC is in a better spot, or do you think it was better back in the day as a fan?
Damn, shit. Um, I think it's like, I think it's good. I think it's pretty good right now, dude. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a lot. I think the level of fighters is higher. I think it was like I think you got some more talented fighters, man. To be honest with you, like compared to like whatever 20 years ago, whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. I think it's in a good spot. I think we're starting to see some new up and coming fighters, new styles. Um, it's just it's just kind of been like, heavyweight division. It's always been like this for everything, dog. For
Mm,
boxing, for MMA, it's always hard to get a heavyweight. Um, someone that sticks around. I thought it was gonna be Ngannou. He
right.
wants to take the check, and now he wants to come back. I don't know, but I think we're heading in the right direction, dude.
Okay.
I think the quality is getting better.
Definitely, the quality is getting better. And my family was just telling me that they've been kind of more interested in watching the fights, maybe because I post a lot of content. We have a podcast about it, but it seems like more people are getting kind of like watching or getting more like getting to know the fighters in a deeper way. Having hearing the stories. Like apparently Ilya wasn't even like he didn't even grow up rich. Like he was like he moved to Spain from Georgia at a young age. Like his parents weren't there really for him. He had to
Mm.
work like 4 jobs. He was like working as a lifeguard and like a jujitsu instructor, and
Yeah.
there was a cashier. And he was doing all this while paying for these tournaments. And I didn't even know he dropped out of high school at 15 to just commit full time into training. And he started with jujitsu. That was his first
Wow.
thing. So um,
Okay.
that's the stuff like people really don't know until they start having more kind of like information about the fighter, and then you get to personally connect to that. It's like, oh, I started training jiu-jitsu at this time. Oh, I wanted to focus full time on one thing. It's like that stuff is like it helps other people kind of connect with the fighter. It just sucks when you really connect with the fighter and they get flatlined like this weekend. 'Cause I was a huge. I mean, I'm not saying I was, but I'm a huge Oliveira fan. But just watching that fight as a huge Oliveira fan is just like devastating. That's the crazy thing about this sport. It's like it's real.
Talking to people at work or like some like family, and usually I can get them into a fight, to be honest with you. And a lot of people have gotten into UFC or jiu-jitsu, even people watching the pod or following me on Instagram, seeing me posting pics and talking about training jiu-jitsu and the benefits. And I had quite a few people at work, a couple of these guys at work, man, they're transporters the hospital. They're like, hey, I see you're training jujitsu. I'm interested. And they talk about like the gyms in the area. And I'm like, yeah, man, go for it. Like, it's hella benefits. And even some of the guys that were like, they're doing like security or some other shit like that, or they want to be like correctional officers, whatever. I'm like, dude, just take jujitsu, man. Like, what are they going to train you there? Not much. I mean, but yeah, man, it's dope.
I think you do probably if you're doing security or something, having like a blue belt, just to have that in your back pocket. Just like I'm sure, a lot of the security guards out there have some like wrestling experience, or they box, or they do Muay Thai. But just being all around, I feel like is good just to be able to protect yourself, protect other people. Um, one last thing I wanted to ask you was like if you were able to finish the UFC BJJ season 1.
Oh damn, nah. I still haven't finished it,
No,
dude. Yeah. It's been busy weekend, dude. Just been out a lot
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But I'll get to it.
Did you figure out who won or the
I
main
just
event?
saw Tackett,
Yeah,
Mikey, and I don't know who else, someone else.
the other guy was Carlos Enrique, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, what do you think about the belts? A lot of people are saying they look like Power Ranger belts, or there was a different design to them. I thought they're, I thought they were cool. I think they're cool. I I I like where the direction's going with the kind of the expansion of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, especially like in the, I think the pit or the bowl, whatever they call it. I think that's way better than kind of just having a flat surface and getting reset all the time. That's the one thing that even myself, I'm a huge Brazilian Jiu Jitsu fan, but watching it sometimes it's just like, if I could fast forward to like where a sub happened, like I'd do that. So, but now with that type of stuff, it's definitely more action. But I do like watching the events live because you have to pay more attention. If you have the option to kind of like skip, I think most people will skip because there's just a lot goes on, and then you're like, oh, where did the sub happen? And you kind of just go to that. But that's something I noticed. Even making edits and stuff, like some of these matches are like 30 minutes long, 20 minutes long. And it's cool to be able to break down the technique for like guard passes and back takes, but it's kind of hard to find that. But with the new format, with the new bowl and stuff, I think that's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, the bowl's great, way better than the flat mats. So
Hmm.
you just keep the match going. Yeah, I agree, man. Sometimes the matches are too long. You want to fast forward it, but that's where they should come in and just clip it up, clip the highlights, post it on you on the reels, stories,
Yep.
everything, dog, TikTok, and just to get it out there, because I am definitely starting to see that people are more interested in jujitsu now, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you, just because
Hmm.
like so many people ask me about it, and like it just talking about it, man, getting people out there on it, but
Yep.
yeah, man. I think we should probably wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Get
I was
ready.
I was just a rough. That was a rough event, bro. That was
I
just
know, dog.
that hurt. That it honestly like hurt my chest, bro. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that was so brutal, bro. Hopefully Oliveira bounces back. UFC BJJ is like gonna have like 3 more seasons this year or something like that. So
That's good.
yeah, keep it going. Bring some new athletes in, and we'll keep you guys posted on whatever goes down. Be on the road, baby.
Be on
Let's
the
go.
roll, man. Catch you guys later.
Let's go.
Peace.
See you guys next week. Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yo.
Hell yeah, man. Keep it going.